Layers are a useful and powerful tool used in photo editing, vector graphic, and desktop publishing software. Essentially, different elements can be placed upon imaginary panes of glass. These layers can be moved above and below each other so one element appears in front of another. Layers are usually set for different elements, such as backgrounds, title text, body text, and images. Layers can also be locked so further editing is not possible without unlocking the layer. This prevents accidental mistakes. Layers can also be set so they are visible on the screen but will not appear when the layout is printed or exported. For complex layouts, it is good practice to name your layers. If you are creating a multi-page document, it is possible to create a master layer. The elements on this master layer will appear on all subsequent pages. In this tutorial, we are going to be looking at layers and master layers within desktop publishing software. Specifically, we are going to be using Serif PagePlus X8, although the techniques will work on other desktop publishing software. Currently, we have a page set up with margins and guides. This has got a single default layer to it. If we look across to the right hand side, there's a small tab titled Layers, and can we see we've got one layer here called Layer 1. It has got three symbols: an eyeball, meaning it's visible, a printer icon, meaning the layer is printable, and a small greyed out padlock, meaning whether the layer is locked and not editable, or unlocked and you can edit it. If I click on the word Pages, we'll see a small thumbnail of our layout, but directly above there's a title called Master Pages, and by clicking on this you're taken to a master layer. If I double click on this master layer A, we are now on the master layer, and this means any assets we put on this page would appear on subsequent pages where we would create them. So we're going to insert a background image onto this master layer. To do that, we just select the Insert drop-down menu, Picture from File, select the background image, and click once. The image has been preset for an A4 piece of paper. I'm going to adjust this and move it so it's within the bleed area of the document. I'm going to click on page 1 of 1, and we're no longer within the master layer. I'm able to close this tab. If I was to add subsequent pages, you would see that each page has the same master layer. This can be useful when making multi-page documents. We don't need these pages, so I'm just going to delete them. If I click on the Layers tab, you'll see that Master Layer has a small thumbnail of that image on it. It is visible and it is printable. If I was to click the small invisible icon, I could suddenly make that asset invisible. We can see we've got a layer just here, and I could, for example, add a small graphic to this layer. You'll see that it appears within this layer 1, and I could call this layer a particular name. And select OK. I could then add a new layer and call this another name. I could lock the blue rectangle layer and now create a red circle. I could also then lock this layer. You'll note that I'm not able to then move any of these assets on these layers until I unlock that layer and it becomes available. I'm also able to make layers temporarily invisible by pressing the small eyeball icon, or by turning off the printer icon, mean that asset will not be printed. I can also delete layers. Using layers is very important when creating layouts using desktop publishing software. Give it a try. Well done.